everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Amber. Thanks so much for watching today's video. I have some farmers market DIYs to share with you all. Let's get into the very first craft, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about this collaboration that I'm in with. So I'm taking this Dollar Tree sign, and it has like this little spinny sign on it, and that is what I loved about it. So I'm going to sand off all the glitter from this sign, and then I am going to get that little sticker off of the back of it. It's not totally necessary, but I just did. And then I'm going to give this sign 2 coats of the Waverly white chalk paint, and I'm painting the sign as well as the little spinny part as well. And this Waverly chalk paint covered up all of this pretty well. After the second coat, I didn't find that I needed to do a third coat at all. So just to point this out now, the light or shadow that you see going back and forth is from my light. I didn't notice it until maybe after this craft, and then I turned it off because it was doing that. So I'm sorry for that shadow that you're seeing during this first craft, but it doesn't continue through the whole video. So my apologies for that now. After I get this painted and it is completely dry, I am going to go in with these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cut out all the letters that I need for open, and I did also cut out everything I need for closed. Now I didn't end up using these rub-on transfers for closed because they were too big to spell out the whole word closed. So I did go in with some smaller, see I show you there, it's too big for that spinny part. So after I get those rub-on transfers on that front part, I go in with some smaller stickers, which you can see to the side of me there, and go and spell out closed for the other side of this sign. These stickers and rub-on transfers are great alternatives for not having a Cricut, guys. So I don't actually use my Cricut until the last 2 signs that I make in this video. But I do give and show options of how you can use different things if you don't have a Cricut. You have rub-on transfers, stickers, for bigger signs you have Dollar Tree's poster board stickers. Very many options out there for y'all. Okay, so now going back to the rub-on transfers, I was deciding whether I wanted farmers market to go vertically or horizontally. And you see there that I chose to go vertically, and then I'm just getting all of my letters on to this sign. And the rub-on transfers do take some time in getting them all laid out and then rubbed onto your sign, but the end result is really amazing, guys. I absolutely love using these rub-on transfers for lots of things. Next, I am going in with Waverly's Antique and taking my new little plaid chippy brush. It is so darn cute. I'm so glad that I bought these off of their website, actually. So I took that and distressed this sign a little bit. You want to make it look a little dirty and distressed and old, since technically we are going to be outside at the farmer's market. So completely rub that all across my sign and all on the edges. I got these really awesome stickers that were like flowers, farmers market or a florals market, and I put these on my sign, and I just thought these were really cute. These stickers are from Dollar Tree, guys. These are so amazing for Dollar Tree. I could not believe that I found these, and that was actually the last pack. So I was going to leave it at that, but then I couldn't stand to see like some of the sides plain. So I go into this other sticker book that I have flowers in, and it's actually like a planner sticker book, and take some of those greeneries and florals and add them to this sign. And that is all for this DIY. Let me know what y'all think down below about this first craft. Now, you guys may have heard of Missy and Emily from Hey Y'all It's DIY and Farm Charm Chick. We are collaborating today in this farmers market craft inspiration. Make sure to go check them out. I'm going to leave them linked below and go watch their amazing videos. I know you will not be disappointed. Second craft, I got this basket from Goodwill, and I'm giving it a good cleaning with some Lysol, and then I'm going to pat it dry with a dry paper towel. And then this is going to be so simple, easy, and quick. I'm just taking some Waverly white chalk paint and heavily distressing this basket. I'm getting it all over the outer basket part and even on the rim. I do not worry about the inside though. Since it will be filled with flowers, you won't even see the inside. But I just heavily distress this basket, but I do love the like brown still peeking through. Next up, I get this little chalkboard tag that I got in a pack from Dollar Tree. Write fresh flowers, and then I'm going to hot glue it right to the basket. I was going to clip it through one of the little openings, but the clip was too big for one of those openings. That's why I hot glued it. The rope I'm going to use as a hanger is from Dollar Tree as well. It's just one of their jute ropes. I kind of measure out how much I want this handle to be and simply hot glue it inside. And then this is how this really quick and easy craft turned out. And I added some florals from Dollar Tree. Super cute and easy. Alright guys, so next one, I'm taking a bamboo cutting board, a wooden crate, and some other crafting items from Dollar Tree. I end up not using the rub-on transfers at all, or the little tags for this craft. Instead, I go ahead and decide to paint my whole cutting board in that chalkboard paint, and that way I can just directly write on that cutting board versus a little tag that I got from Dollar Tree. That is why I decided not to use that one. So give that a complete coat of the black paint, and then my crate, I'm going to paint white on the front, sides, and then like the top rim of this little crate. This is also a really quick and simple craft, and you can add so many little things to this crate, not just what I'm adding here in a bit. Now I'm going to add some hot glue to that crate, and then I'm going to stand these two up together to glue them onto each other. I'm going in again with some antique and my little chippy brush and distressing that crate a little bit just to give it a little more dimension and interest to it. Then I'm going to go ahead and rub some chalk all over the black paint, the chalkboard paint, to prime it. Rub that off or erase that, and then I can add any wording, and then whenever I go to erase that wording, it won't like stay stuck to that sign since we primed it. So fresh succulents for 10 cents, guys. Now just for video purposes, I add in some of these fake succulents that I have, and I got these from, these ones were not from Dollar Tree. I can't remember where I got these from, but they're really cute and good quality. And this is how it turned out, guys. Really quick and simple. Now, guys, go check out Missy from Hey Y'all Let's DIY. And make sure you watch her video and subscribe, because you will not be disappointed. She is so sweet and is so creative, as well as Emily from Farm Charm Chick. Very sweet, very creative and cute DIYs from both of these ladies. Make sure that you go and check them out and give them a big thumbs up and subscribe to their channel. Okay. So I was like, we definitely have to make a really cute, distressed looking banner for our little farm stand. So I'm taking this paper from Hobby Lobby, and I'm taking this little template that I had left over from a happy birthday sign. And I'm tracing this on, and then I'm going to use some decorative scissors that I have to cut this out, and it just gives it a really pretty look. I absolutely love using like these decorative scissors to cut like my pieces of paper out. And I only got 4 of these little banner pieces onto one sheet. So I also go ahead and get a blue that kind of goes with the floral, and do the same thing with tracing and cutting out so that I have 8 tags versus just 4. Next up, I'm folding one of these in half and hole punching it at the edges, and then I put all of the papers together and then just follow that same hole punch that I did in the first paper. And I do the same thing to get the hole punch in the floral paper. And then I'm going to go ahead and take some just regular jute twine from Dollar Tree, the skinnier one, and I'm going to weave these papers in and out through the twine. Oh, just kidding. I'm going to go ahead and give it that distressed, dirty look first. Sorry. So I'm doing the Waverly in Antique, and I'm getting my little chippy brush, and I'm brushing this all over the paper and especially on the edges to give it that aged look. And I absolutely love like this little detail. It absolutely makes it look so much more like aged and, you know, vintage looking. Definitely farm stand vibes, you know, where everything gets dirty out there. So then I'm taking my jute twine and weaving it in and out through these pieces of papers, and I want to make sure that these are kind of spaced at the same length so it looks nicer whenever I hang it up. So I kind of use the squares on my board there to make sure that they're spaced out evenly, and then I will add some hot glue to the back of these, and that will secure them a little bit more, and then that will be it for this craft. Another easy one. I don't add any letters or wording to it, but you definitely can if you'd like. Let me know what you're thinking so far of these crafts. If you are new here coming from either one of the ladies' channels, welcome to my channel. Thank you for watching. If you're liking this video, please give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I definitely hope that you all are enjoying this collaboration, and I'm really happy to have done this with these girls. Okay, sorry. So for this next craft, I got those golden baskets from Dollar Tree, spray painted them with the flat black spray paint. Now I had this board, and it's just plywood that's cut up, and I believe I cut it to 4 feet. And now I am just heavily distressing or painting this with some chalk paint, and I'm not doing it perfectly whatsoever. I'm leaving some of the wood peeking through, and if you want to color it a different color, you can. If you want to paint it fully white, you can. Totally up to you. This is just how I wanted to do it. I'm taking my baskets and I'm going to go ahead and lay them out. I'm taking a pencil and I'm marking like the 2 outer holes on this basket for each 3 of the baskets. So I'm leaving 12 inches in between each basket. So from the bottom of one basket to the top of the other basket will be 12 inches. And then I will again just make my little marks of my first and second little holes, because I wasn't quite sure where I wanted to add my cup hooks on. Those are the cup hooks I'm using. I got a package of them from Walmart, and then I'm just going to screw those in, and it is kind of hard, so you do need to apply a lot of pressure. After I get those screwed in, that is kind of how our basket is going to look hanging on them, and I decided to go ahead and use the second hole down to screw in, and all 3 baskets are on there. My camera's not wide enough to show this whole board. So now moving to the top part of this board, I'm showing you here that I'm going to use some Dollar Tree's poster board stickers. You can use your Cricut if you want. if you have it. I just wanted to give different options on here. And I'm going to go ahead and place fresh fruit on this sign. And this is going to be our little fruit holder. Super cute. And I didn't lay these out perfectly the first time, the fresh part. So I pick them back up and scoot them over. And they still stuck pretty well. But if you want extra reinforcement, you can go over it with some Mod Podge after you're done. But I've had no problem with them lifting or anything. I still have it. So it was fine, even though I had to pick them back up and do it all over again. So this was actually really simple. It was really quick and easy to do this. The most thing I had to wait for was the paint and spray paint to dry. This is how it looks. I thought this was really cute. Okay guys, so this next one, I'm just simply taking 2 arrows from Dollar Tree. I'm going to use one of the arrows kind of like the other way than what it was made to, so I just flip it over and then I take off the string of this smaller arrow and cover up the holes with some spackling that is from Dollar Tree as well. I use a wipey and put on some of my Waverly Antique, and I just do it to the front and to all the edges. You can definitely do the back if you'd like. And after the little arrow spackling is dry, I sand off any excess. And then I also put some Waverly Antique on that as well. This is really simple, quick and simple. This is where I start getting into using my Cricut though, but definitely feel free to use stickers or whatever you have access to. So this time I'm going to use Waverly's plaster to heavily distress both of these arrows. This is just the look I was going for. Y'all can do whatever colors y'all want, any type of painting y'all want, totally preference. Now I'm taking the longer sign and putting fresh picked florals on it. And I just type this up on my Cricut, rubbing that vinyl on there. And if any is coming up with your transfer tape, you just rub on a little more just to get it stuck to your sign. I use the same transfer tape to go ahead and get onto my hand-picked fruits. Rub it on real well and then rub it on the sign real well. It's very simple. A little bit easier than using stickers, but you know, either way works, whatever you have. Here's where I messed up. I decided to use this little burlap ribbon from Dollar Tree to hang these signs from each other, and I did it a little lopsided, and also it wasn't enough to keep it sturdy, so I do go in and add another piece of that ribbon, as you see there. And as for the jute hanger, I just cut it off and add it to the other side, since I did flip that arrow over in order for it to be pointing a different direction. And that is it for this one. You can see it's kind of wonky, but it's okay. I don't mind. But just a little warning, you might want to use thicker ribbon. Okay, so going in with this Christmas sign, I pop off the gnome that was on there, and then I'm going to take off the hanger and set that aside, as I will reapply it after we're done making over this sign. I'm going to use the back to make over. I've got these this vinyl printout from, again, my Cricut, and then I have these stickers left over from Dollar Tree. This was a mistake to use such thin lettering, so I do end up using this vinyl as a stencil rather as something that's going to stick on to my sign or stay on my sign, because I knew when I was weeding this out that it was not going to stick to paint since it was so thin. It was just going to be so bad. to try to get it to stick on paint. So I just stuck it on the sign, and it was kind of hard to get the transfer tape loose from the wording anyways like this, but I finally got it. And so you can see me struggling a little, but I finally got it. And then I decided to again heavily distress this with plaster, and I kind of lightly, but like I lightly was pressing my brush over the letters, but made sure to get a lot of paint around those letters, building it up, not all at once, so the letters don't come up and the paint doesn't bleed under. So that is what I decided to do with this, just because I made that mistake of selecting such thin lettering for this. So now I'm weeding it out, and it actually did come out really nice. No paint got underneath it. It held fine, thank goodness, because I was thinking I was gonna have to scrap this project, but no, it worked out. It was okay. So there's my Fresh Flower Market sign. I absolutely love how cute this sign looks. I add my little stickers on there, and then after these stickers are added, just to get them blended in with the sign a little more, I use a smaller stencil brush with the Waverly chalk paint again, and just go out on the outsides of the sticker pieces and blend it into the sign a little more, so it looks as like a whole piece versus stickers on there. I add that same hanger back on it, and here is how she looks. She is looking so cute. Here coming up, yes, you are seeing like my whole little farmer's market setup. I'm so extra, and I went outside and set up like as if this was a fresh flower market with some fruit, a little succulent, my little banner going across there. This was so much fun. I think this came out so cute. Don't forget to go check out Emily and Missy's channels linked down below to see what they have made. Thank you all so very much, and I will see you guys next week in another crafting video. I hope you all enjoy the rest of your week, and I'll talk to you all later. Bye.